We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with SNDL, Sundial Grower Inc. And we're going to talk about what made it go up so fast, what made it pull back downwards, and some keywords in the earnings call that a lot of people probably overlooked. And if you're coming across this video for the first time, you definitely want to stick around for this information if you didn't know it already. But before we break it all down, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning by members of the group, as well as the opportunities I mentioned. And if you want to get on early with us and know what we're watching every single day, we strive for home run opportunities every single day. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we're going to jump right into it here with SNDL, Sundial Grower Inc. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations, and it was actually members of the group that found it, guys. And they even mentioned it to me, and I stated that at these levels, I just did not think it was worth the risk. I was already in since way back at around $1 and some change, because I've talked about it for a short squeeze play. Some of you guys coming across this video probably know this stock. So if you guys want to get on early with us and know what stocks we're watching every single morning, whether it's from the community or from myself, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. And we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So these are the stocks I mentioned, and every single one of them on their dips and rips gave about 5 to 10%, 10 to 15% jumps. But the home run of the day was PROG, and we have here 2 members of the group that mentioned it. There were others as well, almost about 4 members in total that talked about it and pointed it out. And this stock went off, guys. It took off to a highest point of 50% plus. We can see here with 42 Vision, it was sitting down sideways. It pulled down towards the bell, and then that bull indicator from Ultimate 42 Vision came in. 42 Vision showing strength, and it did not send a bear indicator until nearly almost 40% up from when that bull indicator was sent, guys. And it gave a highest point of 50% plus. If you want to know about these opportunities and get on early with us and know what we're watching every day, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with SNDL, Sundial Grower Inc. And we see here Ultimate 42 Vision showing us a bear indication, and also 42 Vision showing us a weakness in this candlestick here, and this reversal of strength, but then shifting right back into red, okay, on the 30-minute. Now yesterday we saw this coming because this bear indicator had popped up, and we needed to watch it carefully if it was going to go any lower, and it needed to stay above the support here of 80 cents. It touched 78, fought right back up, and it's still fighting to stay above 80 cents as we see it. But it's so important to be aware that this fight here, it could be a point where either the bulls are going to struggle or the bears are going to dominate. I need you guys to understand this, and there's a lot of key things to be aware of here in this chart. Now on the 1 hour, you could see that it had sent a bear indication since way back here, and even though the stock went up, it has not shifted or changed its trajectory. There has been no bull indication. Now this is good news if this momentum actually starts to show real strength, because on the horizon there could be a bull indication to come, okay? But if this goes ahead and retests 80 cents and breaks through it and goes to 78 and breaks through it, this is going to still be dominating, okay? This is how powerful this upgrade that's coming to 42 Vision is, okay? It's powerful enough with the candlesticks. You could see the transitions from strength into weakness, and we've been in weakness, and we're trying to see strength here on the 1 hour. But also Ultimate 42 Vision can show the story that's mapping out, right? So that's been the last indication on the 1 hour. If I put the 4 hour though, you could see they had been under a bull indication throughout this whole entire trajectory. after earnings and everything, it's shot up, it's been struggling to stay up, and it's been pulling downwards. Now, this right here is exciting again, okay? As we see in the 1 hour, as we see in the 30-minute, it's trying to transition right back up. We need that next bull indication to pop up to really see some strength and know that this is going to retest the highs up here of 94 cents and back up here at 98 and possibly break through $1. But I've stated in my previous videos why it's so important to be aware that this is being driven by a lot of speculation, a lot of hype, and a lot of people overlooked some key words in the earnings report that a lot of people either ignored or didn't even see it. And I'm here to break it down for you guys. So we're going to look at it. You've probably seen me talk about this in my previous videos, but I need every single investor to be aware of this, and I want to emphasize it, especially for those coming across the video for the first time. So this article states why Sundial Growers shares are trading higher today. Okay, they talk about how things went with the earnings report, how they try to grow and their loss year over year is a little bit less and so forth, and that it's trying to project some type of growth to come. Okay, and Sundial Growers also announced a share repurchase program authorizing the company to repurchase up to 100 million Canadian dollars of its shares. But these are the key words that I keep on emphasizing, and it's so important to not overlook. From time to time at prevailing market prices, okay? If they're going to do this buyback, they are not going to do it up here at 90 cents. They certainly aren't going to do it here at 80 cents. They're probably going to wait for it to come back to the 60s or even down here at 63, trying to reach almost 50 cents way back here, okay? If they believe it's possible. If they don't, we will see it reflect in the charts that yes, there was a little bit of a dip here, or even if it dips a little lower, but eventually we're going to see a rip again, and that has to be a sign that some of the buyback is happening. But a lot of people overlook this. They only focus on this, okay? That's a beautiful part of the whole entire spectrum of this sentence, okay? Repurchase up to Canadian 100 million of its shares, okay? Dollars of its shares. But these are the key words, and this is what's making it fade, because I don't want investors to be shaken out or concerned or surprised on why this is moving like it is to the downside, apart from what the technicals and what 42 Vision and Ultimate 42 Vision are showing. It's also these words here, from time to time at prevailing market prices. These words here are the ones that made this happen, okay? And these words here that are quoted, okay, when things are quoted, it's an emphasis, are the ones that have made this happen, okay? So we want to be aware of this, and that's why these support levels are so important. 80 cents is significant. It touched it here. It touched it here as well. And as you could see, that's that one candlestick before the reversal. Full transitions, and now we're going right back down. This is something to watch carefully. And 78 cents is just even more significant now that we saw that low today. If it breaks through both of these supports, we are going to possibly see some further weakness. And we clearly can see here on the 30-minute since yesterday, that bear indicator that popped up. If we haven't seen a bull one, it is certainly going in that direction. And it is something that is going to catch people by surprise if they're not paying attention or understanding why it's happening. It has nothing to do with, oh, this stock isn't good or this stock is being manipulated. It has to do with the fact that the hype went in just looking at this, right? But when people read the second half, they start to rethink, okay? So the way charts move has to do with the reaction and excitement of investors. And then investors start questioning, is this something I'm going to hold? Is there some potential to go higher? Is this it? And then they start reading the rest of it, and they're like, oh, from time to time at prevailing market prices. It's not all happening at once. We don't even know when it's happening. It's not even guaranteed. And they're stating that it's going to be random, okay? So we are not seeing it happen anytime soon. There's no confirmation. There's no exact way to see it. But earnings, yes, was beat, but their revenue is what's hurting them for the future. And this buyback, though, creates confidence in the shareholders, because why would you buy back your own shares if you don't think they're going to go higher? So they know something we don't, and there might be a moment where this might break through $1, okay? I do want everyone to be expecting that, but I'm not guaranteeing that, okay? It's like that saying, expect for the worst and hope for the best. Start expecting that it's possible, but it's not guaranteed, because a buyback of its shares and 100 million in total, really think about that. That's almost 5 to 10% of the market cap of SNDL. It's a pretty big amount. So I found this article as well, and it's a very bearish one, okay? And it says Sundial Grower's stock cannot buy its way into long-term profitability. This came out on the 15th. I do not agree completely with this article, but it's important to be aware of what others are saying and thinking, especially if you have your money invested. You want to know who's trying to go against you, right? Or who's trying to go against the chart. And they basically say that this is a meme stock, and that one of the biggest things that caught people by shock and surprise, okay, was the fact that they were no longer just a Canadian stock, right? That they were going to be all over, everywhere. And turns out that it's not that way, okay? Most of the buzz quieted down once investors realized that they were only selling to Canada, okay? The hype and speculation looked like it was going to be everywhere. Even Mexico, people thought, right? Which has a population of about 10% and the size of the US, or about population of just California. Okay, it's a really small amount. So it's almost like this company, the most that it can expand if it's stuck within Canada, is the size of one of our states. And that is really small compared to being able to be all over the US, okay? If SNDL can get into the US market, or even Central America, right? Or, South America, or somewhere into markets around the world and expand, maybe there's a chance here for even more scalability. But I'm not going to take away that it can't be long-term profitable, okay? I'm not going to take that away, because this is a business that has growth potential. Even though it's a penny stock, it's been growing, it's been pushing beyond just being a meme stock. But it is important to be aware that if this gets stuck in just Canada, this is going to be just as big as what Canada can make it, okay? Remember that, okay? Apart from the 100 million buyback or whatever, you need to start thinking like, this has a limited amount of growth. Now, the 52-week range, when we really zoom out, is pretty impressive, okay? This went up to almost $1.48 and all the way up here to $3.90 back in February. And those are the numbers that a lot of people are looking at and hoping for, okay, when they look at the chart. But when you really think about it, it takes months to have these jumps. And interesting enough, on the one day, we had the jump, we had the two candles, and I stated if we go into green with red borders and a small candle, we are looking like we're reversing back down. And guess what this creates here? This right here, all of this right here. If this does not continue back up or reverse towards $1, which is possible, but if it doesn't happen, this creates a huge rejection that lasts for months, and this creates a huge bull trap, okay? Look at that bear indicator the last time, and look how long it took to send a bull indicator all the way to October, since June, okay? You don't want to be that person. Same thing here. Sent that bear indicator since February and didn't send it again, the bull indicator, till May, okay? This is how people get trapped in a position and have to average down, average down, average down. And when it goes up, either they try to exit to break even or take a small profit, or they hold through it hoping it's going to go back up to these levels. It never does. And then we just go right back down to newer lows. Now, this time it's very different though, okay? The company's trying to grow, the company's trying to expand, and they're doing a buyback repurchase program, but it's not guaranteed. And I need you guys to completely understand that it's going to be from time to time in prevailing market situations, okay? Whatever that means. Doesn't mean right now, and it doesn't mean at 80 cents, and it doesn't guarantee at 60 cents. Doesn't guarantee at 50. We don't know. We just know that that's created some type of hype to instill some confidence in investors and it may not even happen because they don't have to follow through with it. It's not guaranteed. But I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. I'm breaking down the charts for you guys, comparing the bearish and the bullish aspects and what I think, and it's something that you definitely want to be aware that it's very speculative and it has a long way to go to become fully profitable revenue wise and growth. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.